Hello guys, I am Mr. T. Welcome to today's class. Today we are going to be looking at modular arithmetic on 3 different questions which you and I will try to solve. The first one says 10 mod 5, second one says minus 3 mod 7, and the last one says 6 times 5 mod 4. How do we solve this question? When you are given this kind of question in any exam to write or anything that you feel difficult to do, how do you solve it? You look at the mode. It is the mode that will determine how you will solve it. To start with the first question, you have mode 5, right? You say 5 times a number that if you times with 5, if you times the number with 5, it will not give you more than 10. But it should be closest to 10 or exactly 10, but must not be more than 10. Now, if you think of a number, let's say 5 times 1 will give us 5. How about let's try 2? 5 times 2 will give us 10. And that is exactly 10 we have outside there. I think that is okay. So we have 5 times 2, 10. Since it's 10, since we're having 10 now, whatever we are going to add must not be the number that we'll add. We'll need to think of a number that will not be more than 10 if we add it to the 10 that we'll get when we multiply 5 times 10. Now 5 times 2 is 10. So if you add 0 to 10 that we got, you realize that we still got back to our what? 10. Aha. So having gotten this, our answer here is going to be what? 0, the remainder, mod what? 5. That is the answer to that question. All they are so much interested in is that your remainder will be out there as the answer outside mod what? 5. And you hardly get modular in negative sign. I'm sure that is easy. Let's go to the second question. This time around, this one is having negative sign. That is minus 3 mod 7. On this minus 3 mod 7, how do you solve this kind of question? In this case now, we are working with our mode. You go ahead and say 7 times. Now, when you're going to multiply with the one that is having negative sign, that means you have to introduce negative sign. Now, this time around, it has to be more than that. Can be actually lesser in this case now. If you have 5 times minus 1, will give us minus 7. Now, since we have minus 7, we have to backdate it, meaning rewind it in such a way that we get back to minus 3. If you have minus 7 already, if you now add positive 4 to it, if you add 7, probably we're having, let's use this as a rough book, we're having minus 7. If you add 4 to minus 7, we'll get back to this minus 3 back, like we'll have minus 3. I'm sure you get it now. So this 4 that we add to this minus 3 is very, very vital to what we need to get. So it's going to be what? Plus 4. Now the remainder is what we're going to use as usual. So it means we're going to use 4 mod what? 7. That is all. Now to the last one there, you can see we said 4 times 5 mod 4. Now we're going to use our mod 4 to work for the two side here. Starting with the first one, we say 4 times 1. Of course, it is close to 6. But if we say 4 times 2, it will be 8. It's more than 6. So we don't use 4 times 2. We'll rather use 4 times 1. So 4 times 1 is 4 plus what? 2 will give us what? 6. So because 4 times 1 is 4. If you add 2 to 4 to give you 6, back to that 6. Now we choose our times again. Then let's work out for the 5. We now also use our mod. 4 times what? 1 will give us 4 plus 1 should give us 5. Now you remember that I told you guys earlier that it's a remainder that we often make use of. So we bring out our 2 down, our remainder here 2 that we have as a remainder times the remainder for the 5, which is 1. If you multiply them, we have what? 2 times 1 will give us 2 mod what? Mod 4. And you are done. It's as easy as that. All you need to take note of is that in modular, most of the answers we got in modular are in positive sign. We don't like getting answers in negative sign in modular arithmetics. I'm sure you understand this. I'll see you guys in my next class. I'm Mr. T. I love you guys.